Sitting at home,
looking for my video games.
guess you could call us Vidya Bros.
Alright guys, welcome back to Vidya Bros.
And Mario and Bobbery are sleeping, which now
Every
they're not.
fucking time they go to sleep.
It's because we bore them. Oh, someone's saying ooh.
It's a ghost.
Yeah. Alright, so, hey, it's a bunch of springs. Alright, so this cave isn't really that long. And these are like those pirate ghosts you fought earlier, but these are weaker ones, because their HP is 6.
That makes sense now, because like red flames are less hot than blue flames.
You know what? I never thought of that. Yeah, it makes sense. So you can either cross these things by going into paper mode, or you can use Vivian's power. What do you want?
Try it. Be more
Paper thin?
yeah. Make it more, what do you call it? Make it more
Challenging.
yes. Well then. Okay, so you can't save him.
Because he can't go paper mode.
Yeah, but what did you think he just did?
Well, he can, but he doesn't know how to do what I was doing.
Okay.
Alright, I'm gonna need Vivian for this part. You know why?
Why?
That's why.
Oh. There's bullet bills in here?
Yep.
What the fuck? So, I want to keep continuing my story from last episode.
Yeah. Hey, I just saw Luigi in the crowd.
Wait, let me see.
He jumped up. He's in the front. If you look
Oh, I
closely, you
see.
see.
Yeah, he's the bomb is
The
covering
bulky.
him.
Yeah, the bulky bomb is like blocking him because they're big and fat. Alright, continue your story.
So, as I was saying in the last episode, if you guys didn't see that episode for any reason, go check it out. I was talking about the future of Sony, the future of gaming in a whole, about the PS4 4K, PS4 4.5. I'm not gonna really talk about I'm not gonna like really say what I said last episode. You can check that out at the very end of the episode. But I'll continue on from what I was saying. If Sony does not make a PS5 or PlayStation 5, they're gonna release a new PS4 every couple of years, meaning like every 2 years or whatever. Because hardware updates so fast, and then people can do so many things with them. But
they'll release like a new model of PS4
every couple of years, and they won't make a
like how Nintendo's been doing with the 3DS and keep making it better and better.
Kinda, but they don't do it like that often though. It's like I know, like when the PS3 came out, they released a fat model. They had the same thing with the PS2. They had a fat model and a slim model. But
Yeah.
with the PS3 life cycle, they had a fat model, a slim model, which is the one I have, and they had a super slim model, which is the very last one they made in the whole entire.
Ooh, turn back. Ooh, go no further, or you will never leave.
Oh, I could just walk out of here right now. Fuck you.
You know what that reminds me of? Chapter 2 in the first game with Dry Ruins.
Yes.
With the warnings, that's what it reminds me of. And the music don't go.
So as I was saying,
Sorry, I had to do it.
it's okay. Where was I? Yeah, so if Sony, like, since they had, like, those 3 models, people were thinking, like, last year, in E3, that Sony was gonna release a slim PS4, and just not, like, you know, release any hardware updates and whatnot for that, because they don't really do that. They just, sometimes all they do is they release a hardware update. It'll be like very minute, where it'll be like has a better power supply in it, so it runs on a more efficient electricity, or if like they'll upgrade the graphic card a tiny bit, just for like performance, just to give the system a little bit more performance, but not like anything crazy. But here, what they're doing is, like I said, they're gonna apparently release this new PS4, and it's gonna be a lot better than the one we have now. And if they release this every 2 years, this is going to be a problem for a lot of people because no one had the kind of money to like shell out for a new console every 2 years. And if like that's going to divide
the fans.
It's going to divide not divide the fans, but divide the consumer base. Meaning, even though that this new leaked information that came out saying that they have, which is the PS4 4.5 called the codename PS4 Neo. They're gonna have this new mode called Neo mode, which is the enhanced graphical version, the enhanced performance version. And every game that's released, when that game comes out, it has to be compatible with both systems. And then every game that has already been released can upgrade those graphics if they release a patch for it. But if they keep doing it every 2 years, or however many years they want to do it, if they do, that means that they're going to really fuck everyone over because it takes more time from the developers to make all the performance stuff, and no one's going to then there's going to be a point where they're going to release, like, say, the third PS4 in the lineup, and then they're going to, like, just say that that's a way better PS4 and then just develop for that or whatnot. And then everyone's going to have to buy that PS4, which is going to be... I understand why, but at the same time, it's going to be the same thing, basically, just better performance.
Right.
And then, like, it's like buying a computer, though. It's like, it's the same thing buying a computer. And...
So it sounds like to me, actually.
Yeah. And Microsoft said that... Now I'm going to go into Microsoft now, because, like, this is calling the same thing what Sony's doing, though. Microsoft said, though, that they're not at all wanting to do a Xbox 1.5 or whatever it is. Like, they literally came out and said that we're not looking up for hardware upgrades or nothing like that. We'll do the same thing we did with the Xbox 360. But...
where they just released one new version.
Yeah. Like, that's
that has, like, a built-in Wi-Fi and shit.
That's basically what they're saying, though. But, at the same time, they did, like, what the PS3 did and stuff like that. They upgraded the hardware a tiny bit, whatever. Just to keep it fresh. But it's not anything like crazy, so you're not gonna notice any performance enhancements whatsoever like that. But what really concerns me here is that because even though Microsoft said they weren't going to do it, there are reports out there that the new dev kits for the new Xbox Ones that are out there in the wild for the FCC filings are apparently upgradable. Is what's going on, and we don't know if they're going to release that or not. If they're going to release a new Xbox, like slimmer version or whatnot, we don't know yet. But going on from what Sony is saying right now, and if they make an impact in the industry of what they're thinking about of not releasing a PS5, if they don't release a PS5 and just keep upgrading the PS4. This means that, because also Microsoft also ended the Xbox 360 life cycle now, meaning that they're not doing any more games with Xbox, they're not producing any more Xbox 360s, they're not doing anything anymore with Xbox 360.
Yeah.
So what this all this means right now, and this is all going to tie into Nintendo too, and I'll get into a minute with that though. But what all this means is that if Sony does not make a PS5 and Xbox takes away the 360, and Microsoft takes away the 360, that means soon enough the PS3 is going to get depleted out completely. They're not going to support the PS3 anymore, which I understand why, but it's very soon. It's too soon though for that to happen, or should be happening in the first place. But also, this means that if Sony does not make a PS5 and Microsoft goes the same route and doesn't make a new Xbox, like a brand new Xbox after the Xbox One, and if Nintendo does not live up to its promises on the NX of what it's supposed to be, or whatever it's supposed to be, and does not live up to being a way better version of the Wii U or whatever it's supposed to be, a way better console.
Yeah.
This could very much be the end of gaming for consoles. Like this could be the end of Nintendo if they don't do well, because Wii U's not been doing that great so far. The 3DS, the new 3DS has not been doing that great in terms of sales. And if the NX doesn't do anything, that means they're probably not going to create another system after the NX.
Wait, the new 3DS hasn't been selling that well?
Not at all.
Is that why the only games made for it so far exclusively is Xenoblade Chronicles 3D?
That and Hyrule Warriors and the new Hyrule Legends.
I thought Hyrule Warriors Legends was just going to overall be a 3DS game.
It is, but you only get the 3D capabilities on the new 3DS.
Oh, okay.
Because of the graphical enhancements they have on there. But either way, it's not selling that well. There's no exclusive games. There's not any truly true.
Here we go again with this.
What?
The ghost jumping out of the box that curses us.
Oh boy.
But you can continue with your...
So basically, if this happens, then basically it's going to be the same way. Sony and Microsoft are going to be ending up being the big winners in this whole generation of consoles. Nintendo's going to go downfall completely, because I honestly can't say anything right now, because we don't know what the NX is going to be. But as it's standing right now, I feel like they're gonna, if they don't pull out, they're not gonna keep going well. So what's gonna happen is they're gonna fall, and Nintendo's gonna fall, become the next Sega, and not do anything with the Dreamcast, like they did with the Dreamcast, and have Sony beat them to the game with a better console, and then we're just gonna have consoles like that are just like PCs, underperform PCs, and just keep upgrading them every 2 or 3 years. That's basically what we're gonna have, because all the hardware in every single system right now is based off what PCs and computers are of these days. Meaning, they're not like proprietary hardware that you need specifically for each console, like the Xbox 360 One and PS3 and the PS2. Like, not all custom-made shit. It's all anything a PC can do right now. It's just, we already have underperformed PCs right now in our living room right now with the Xbox One and the PS4. And if they keep just upgrading them, they're always going to be behind PCs. But it's just becoming a PC race now. And that means PC gaming is what it's all going to turn into.
But with consoles.
With consoles. It's just, and I can't, and all the evidence, there's so much evidence out there already where finally Xbox and PS4 are starting to become cross-platform and online multiplayer. Which is really cool. Yes, but PC and, like, when you have a PC or a Mac or whatever you have there, they were always compatible with each other to begin with. So it's they're just trying. Oh, really? Yeah, they were always compatible with each other online. It's not, unless the only thing is you have to have the same game, of course, and a lot of the games that are made for PC aren't made for Macs. But that's another whole story. But I'm saying any game that you can get for the PC and Mac together, they're always gonna run online multiplayer, no problem whatsoever, because they're all just standard computers. And then if Xbox and Microsoft do that, it's just fueling the idea that more and more of our consoles are just going to become PCs until Sony and Microsoft release their own full-fledged operating systems, like total operating systems that go beyond what gaming consoles are supposed to be. Like, some people say that, like, as of right now, the Xbox One isn't really a gaming console, in the sense because of the fact that it does more media, has more media than gaming, where you can watch live TV. Pretty much. Like, you can like use it as like an HDMI what do you call it, expander, and you can plug another HDMI port into it and then run it off the Xbox in case you. Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah, off the Xbox One, and plus they have a TV tuner in the back of it and all these different media apps that are a lot more than what Sony has on their PS4. So people are saying that you can do a lot more with it, media term, which I understand, but Sony is going for the gaming aspect, and by the time we reach like 5 years from now, our consoles are going to be basically like PCs, and then you know what's going to happen? Like even with Microsoft, like Microsoft released Windows 10 for like computers.
Yeah.
Like, and then they had their own operating system on the Xbox One when it first launched. And then what was it called? Then they started releasing their Windows phones that they had, their cell phones, which didn't do well to begin with, but that's not the point of this video. This story, they upgraded that to Windows 10 also, and then they had the Xbox One. They decided to merge all the three things together. So you have an Xbox One, any Windows phone you can buy, and any PC you can buy can all run on Windows 10 now. So they're really just trying to turn everything into like one whole unified gaming PC world, and I'm not so happy about that because let me ask you, what do you like better, PC gaming or console gaming?
Honestly, console. I don't play that much on PC as I do console. I'm a console gamer first, PC second.
And I understand that there's some people out there that like PC gaming, don't get me wrong, but
I love PC gaming, just I don't play that much on it. Undertale and horror games on PC that are more exclusive to PC that haven't been put on consoles, I fucking love those. They're fun.
But I'm speaking of like the real, like the actual like games that like are meant to be on for PC. Like you can usually like if you have the right tools, whatever, you can easily port like Undertale to like a console, no problem. But I'm talking about like games like World of Warcraft, or League of Legends or whatever. People that play that kind of stuff.
Yeah, no offense to the people who play those, but I just don't care about those games.
I don't care about them much either, but I'm not saying that they're bad games.
No, I just don't care.
I'm saying for the fact that it's the whole idea of like sitting there all day long in a chair, like you're not sitting there in your bed really, like playing a game, whatever, or a couch, whatever. You're sitting there in a chair, and you're sitting there with a mouse and keyboard, playing that. I can't play that kind of stuff. I need a controller for that. And yes, I know you can add a controller to the certain games, whatever, but that's only using the Xbox One controller, and then any other controller you want to use, you have to do workarounds and whatnot to get it to work. It's not officially supported, this and that, and it just hinders the gaming experience. So I'm saying, like, I just can't see this like happen. Like, it's gonna happen, and I know it, but I just
wait. I'm gonna have to interrupt you there. Is that a boat? Hey, over here! Save us, please!
Nope, I'm just gonna fly. I'm just gonna walk right past you. Fuck you.
What do you like? Think of our new ability.
No, just go right past him. Don't even do anything. I want to see what happens.
Well, that was pointless. That's what someone said.
Oh, because it's just a boat. That small boat. You can't do anything while you're the boat.
That's what they were thinking when they said that. When they saw me come closer, they were like, "Oh yeah, never mind."
But
anyway, you were saying.
And also, what I don't like at all is Sony officially, and I'm pretty sure that they never confirmed this because they're still supporting it with updates, but they officially got rid of support for the. Do you know what the PlayStation TV was?
I heard about it, but I never paid attention to it.
It was literally a console that only ran. It was like a tiny console that only ran 720p, and it was able to play PlayStation Vita games on your TV.
Oh, okay.
But Sony officially killed that off like a year ago. Actually,
Really?
this year they killed it off, and it was only released for like 2 years. And people were saying now that the latest update that the actual Vita got, like the software update,
yeah,
all it did was patch a exploit that you were able to use to run homebrew on your PS Vita. That's all they ever did. They don't care.
Hey, we can cross over now! Hey! Hey! What are we waiting for? Let's go!
go on.
But like, I honestly think that handheld gaming is gonna come to an end. Also, because the 3DS isn't doing as that well anymore, but it's doing way better than the Vita ever did. I can tell you that much.
The Vita didn't really go anywhere. The 3DS came out in 2011, and it's still kicking and dominating ass in the handheld market.
Yes, but
in the portable market.
In total terms of handheld gaming, I think, like, I honestly don't play handheld gaming that much.
I play more handheld games than you do, really.
You do, but
I grew up on that shit.
in a whole, handheld gaming going down, like really falling behind console gaming. And if console,
I don't know how you did it, but you saved us. We came here looking for that pirate treasure, and then, well, our ship got surrounded by ghosts out on the ocean. We all ended up here.
Yeah.
hold on, I'm just checking. Okay, checking the timing. But
Hey, look who it is.
hey, Don Peter's daughter.
And Frankie. They were with these toads, and the same thing that happened to us happened to them too. They also got surrounded by ghosts attacking their ship. Alright, so you can continue.
Basically, what my whole thing is here is, like, I don't understand why we can't just have this idea of console gaming going forward anymore. Like I don't understand why. Like, I like console gaming, and I like handheld gaming when it's good. Don't get me wrong. There's a very I just don't like the idea of handheld gaming where cause it's not up to par with with consoles and whatnot, and it doesn't you don't have the full controller feel to it, and it's like there's less features involved with it. But that's just me though. But in a whole, handheld gaming actually gone down more because the 3DS, the new 3DS isn't selling that well. It wasn't really that much of a big upgrade. See you in the next episode. Hey guys, if you like what you saw in that video, please check out our latest series, To the Left. I hope you enjoy it. Also, if you want more hilarious videos, please check out our other series down below. I'm sure you will enjoy that as well. And last but not least, please hit that subscribe button. The more subscribers we get, the more content we can provide. Thank you, and I hope to see you in the next video. Peace.